Please be seated. And welcome to Edinburgh Napier University Summer 2025 graduations. There's a real buzz in the room today, and I am delighted to declare this ceremony well and truly open. As I listened to the wonderful film that was played a few minutes ago, I could sense the anticipation, the excitement, the pride, as we gather together to celebrate your achievements. It's a buzz I remember very well from my own graduation. And as Chancellor standing here today, I want to assure you that the life you have ahead of you will be just as exciting as today is. And it will be all the better for having the awards you will receive today. In my day-to-day life, I've been on the board of a variety of companies and institutions such as the Royal Air Force. And in each of them, I have sought out those who had studied at Edinburgh Napier University. Those that once sat in the very seats that you're sitting in now. And I've been hugely impressed at the positive conversations I've had. I'm talking about graduates working at the Scottish Events Campus and the Hydro beside the Clyde in Glasgow, or graduates working at Clyde Space, the Scottish-based space technology and satellite manufacturing company, and indeed at the Royal Air Force itself, where I was involved in setting up Space Command. And it's even graduates here in Edinburgh at a company called Craneware PLC, which develops software for the US hospital and healthcare industry. Without fail, all these Edinburgh Napier alumni have spoken warmly and positively of their time at this university and of the employment opportunities their degrees have given them. They tell me that when they go for job interviews, their degree carries weight and it's respected. That's all for the future, though. Let's live in the moment of today. So enjoy today, enjoy the celebrations with your family, your friends, and those that love you. Take time to reflect on all the people who've supported you on your journey to where you are now. I would now like to invite the President of ENSA, Evan Zegan, to give his address. Thank you.
Thank you. Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of the court, academic board, graduates, and distinguished guests, good afternoon to you all. It's both an honor and a genuine privilege to stand before you once again to deliver the ENSA vote of thanks on behalf of everyone gathered here today. I'm sincerely humbled and grateful to have been entrusted with a second term as ENSA president. And in this renewed role, I take great pride in joining you to mark and celebrate this significant milestone. But today is not about me, it's about you. Today is more than a celebration of academic achievement. It's a tribute to the resilience, courage, and quiet determination it has taken to reach this far. From the endless assessments, exams, and the struggle of reducing a Turnitin similarity score from 15 to 50, we see you. These qualities remind me of a powerful reflection on what it means to dare greatly, a thought I'll return to shortly. But first, let us pause to honor the remarkable community whose support has made this journey unforgettable. Let me begin by recognizing those who led the path behind and beside us, our brilliant lecturers and academic mentors. Your dedication has gone far beyond textbooks and timetables. You challenged our thinking, nurtured our curiosity, and offered guidance when the road got rough. To our counselors, careers and placement advisors, administrators, IT and library staff, and the ever-supportive ENSA and alumni teams, thank you for being the quiet force behind our wider university experience. And to the unsung heroes of our daily lives, the facility staff, security teams, and those who kept us fed and safe. Your presence has meant more than words can express. Let's offer a heartfelt round of applause to all of you for being the very heartbeat of this university community. Now, to you graduates, what a road it has been. You've endured nights that bled into mornings, assessment that wouldn't write itself, and pressure that could have broken you. Yet, here you are. You stayed the course, rose to every challenge, and carried your dreams through storms. It hasn't been easy, and that's what makes today so meaningful. This moment is yours, and by courage, sacrifice, and your unwavering belief that you belonged here all along. So please, give yourself the loudest applause for your strength, your journey, and the recognition that you deserve. Lastly, our final and perhaps most heartfelt round of applause belongs to your families and friends and loved ones including those who couldn't be here today. Graduates, if you are able, I invite you to stand, turn around, and face the audience. Take a moment to look into the eyes of those who have gathered to celebrate your success. Their love steadied you, their sacrifices lifted you, and their belief in you helped you carry you to the finish line. Your triumph is also theirs, so let's honor them now with the loudest, most joyous applause you can give for walking every single step of the way with you. Thank you, and you may be seated. Now, before I take my seat, I'd like to leave you with a speech often referred to as the man in the arena, delivered by Theodore Roosevelt in 1910. It has been a guiding reflection for me, and I hope it inspires you as you step forward into your next chapter. And it reads, "It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there's no effort without error and shortcomings, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, and who spends himself in the worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly. Today, as we celebrate all that you've achieved and all that lies ahead, may you never hesitate, but always choose to step into the arena and continue to dare greatly. Congratulations once again to the class of 2025. Thank you.
Chancellor, it is my privilege to present Robin Love for the honorary degree of Doctor of the University. Robin graduated from Edinburgh Napier in 2013 with a degree in biomedical science, but her contributions extend far beyond the classroom. She was Vice President for Sports and Societies, a driving force behind Team Napier, Captain of the women's basketball team, and President of the LGBT+ Society, using her voice to uplift others and champion inclusive spaces on campus. Having had the privilege of working alongside Robin during her time as Vice President, I saw firsthand her dedication and infectious enthusiasm. Her leadership wasn't just about organising events or supporting teams, it was about building community and a sense of belonging. She connected with students and staff alike, inspiring them to strive for excellence. Robin was a strategic, collaborative, and deeply committed colleague who ensured sport and societies were accessible and welcoming. She brought people together, challenged norms respectfully, and drove lasting change. She was a leader in the truest sense, not because of title, but because of the trust, respect, and momentum in which she inspired. After graduation, Robin carved a path into elite wheelchair basketball, a journey that began when she embraced her disability at university, seeing sport not as a barrier, but as a bridge to possibility. Born with a condition affecting muscle development, Robin has one leg shorter than the other and is missing muscles in both legs. But from Edinburgh courts to the world stage, she has represented Great Britain in 3 Paralympic Games, in Rio, Tokyo, and Paris, where her team reached the quarterfinals. That's Team Scotland tartan Robin's got on. She's earned silver and bronze at European and World Championships and captained Team Scotland at the 2022 Commonwealth Games, making history and leaving a legacy. But her impact extends beyond medals. Robin is a passionate advocate for equality, accessibility, and representation in sport and in society. She is a director of Basketball Scotland, an LGBTQ+ ambassador with the British Elite Athlete Association, and a public speaker whose words inspire courage and authenticity. With her fiancé, also a Paralympian, she is a proud parent, sharing their journey to give hope and visibility to others. Robin's story reflects ambition, professionalism, inclusivity and innovation, each a cornerstone of our university's values. She is a powerful role model for all of our graduates, reminding us that adversity can be a catalyst for greatness and that leadership comes in many forms. Robin has broken boundaries and redefined what is possible, not just for herself, but for the communities she represents. Her ambition drives her to excel, her professionalism is evident in her leadership and advocacy, inclusivity is at the heart of all she does, and her innovative spirit turns challenge into opportunity. As she prepares to represent Team Scotland at the 2026 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow next year, we honour her not just for her athletic achievements, but for her integrity, her advocacy, and her commitment to a more inclusive future. Chancellor, in recognition of her major contribution to disability sport, equality and inclusivity, I invite you to confer on Robin Love the honorary degree of Doctor of the University.
I've already got a heckler in the audience, that's awesome. Wow, I tell you, as a Scottish person, that's so awkward when someone's like really saying nice things about you and you're just meant to stand there in front of all of you. Thank you so much, Susan, that was really, really kind. Yeah, I was sat right over there, Biomedical Science 2013, so I know exactly how you all feel today, although back then I didn't do probably as many TikToks as you guys have done on the run up to this. I've certainly done a few. But, you know, for me, you know, Dr. Love doesn't sound very real, does it? You know, I'm honoured, honestly, and just adjusting to the fact that people can call me that, I won't insist on it, of course. Admittedly, it doesn't really sound like an academic title, more like a late night radio show or someone who presents Love Island after show. But, you know, I promise I'm here for more than just vibes and heartbreak support. Although if you need it, I'm here for you. You know, if you told me years ago that I'd be standing here receiving an honorary doctorate, I probably would have laughed pretty hard. In fact, when I got the email through, I read the subject line and I just threw my phone across the room because I just couldn't quite believe it. Not because I don't dream big in my life, of course, but because I never imagined that the journey would lead me back here. I didn't set out to be seen or to be commended for what I do. I just kept showing up and being Robin. So it's really, I really appreciate being recognised for that. You know, as a wheelchair basketball athlete representing Great Britain, I've had the privilege of standing on podiums, not the Paralympic podium yet, but we're going for LA 2028, come on. But, you know, it's not just medals that define success, it's the 6 a.m. wake-ups, it's special occasions that you miss out on. I didn't go to my wee sister's wedding, for example. Oh no, I'm still making up for it, I promise. You know, the moments that you want to quit and choosing to show up anyway, which all of you guys have done to get where you are right now. But most importantly, it's the people you surround yourself with, and as an ENU graduates, you're already off to a pretty awesome start with the people that are around you in this room. And beyond the core, as a proud LGBTQ+ person and disabled person, I'm committed to reshaping the narrative and inclusivity. I didn't ever really grown up accepting that I had a disability. I'm, you know, very much, oh, I'm fine, I just get on with it. But it wasn't until I saw wheelchair basketball that my eyes were truly open to the diversity of disability, and that's why I'm just so passionate about no one getting left out or left behind, because I just think it's such an important message. But here's the truth, you know, I didn't do any of what I do alone. Of course, I've got teammates, friends, family, and I'm here because those people showed up for me, especially back in the day when I was a Napier student, the lecturers who saw more than just me. I was the first person in my family to go to university, so attending here was pretty daunting. Teammates of the women's basketball team who supported me, pushed me on and off the court, and of course, the overall impact of being part of Team Napier. Team Napier is truly a family that lifted me, supported me, and I can honestly say I wouldn't be where I am without every single sport and society that's part of this university. You know, it wasn't just an institution for me at all. It was a community, a place where I could grow, not just an athlete or someone that went along to training every Thursday, but as a whole person. I genuinely believe that the opportunities that I got here led me to where I am today, and whenever I get interviewed, I make sure that I say that. They haven't paid me to do it, I promise. So it's all you guys here today. Honestly, never underestimate the power of just showing up and being you. One thing I always like to do is make people smile, and I hope I've made you smile today. I'm sure many of you heard wheelchair basketball and thought, who's that walking on stage now? She can't play wheelchair basketball. That's usually the effect I have on people. But that's why I like to make people smile and understand that disability is more than one thing. So thank you so much for this incredible honour, not just for me, but the people who have helped my journey over the past 12 years since sitting over there in that corner and walking up, getting my biomedical science degree, which I've put to very, very good use since I've graduated university. But for you guys, I didn't have it figured out, still don't, but know that you've got an awesome journey ahead of you. After tonight, you'll be partying, I'm sure. But thank you so much to everyone in this room, everyone behind me, and to everyone who's gone before me. Thank you.
Chancellor, I am pleased to present students from the School of Computing, Engineering, and the Built Environment for the following awards. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy, for a program of work entitled An Appraisal of the HBIM Methodology as a Viable Approach for Sustainable Conservation in Heritage Asset Management Practices, Oluwatosin Abiola Adewale. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy for a program of work entitled Development of Bamboo Timber Composite Beams, Min-He Shen. For the award of Master by Research for a program of work entitled Advanced Timber Technology Upskilling Factory, Determining a Methodology to Establish an Agile Multifunctional Factory Model, Benjamin James Shirley. For the award of Master of Science Advanced Structural Engineering, Mana Entema Dilela. Ashok Jayaraman. Soy Sanda U. Sai Kumar Reddy Radam. Akabue David Onabuna. For the award of Bachelor of Science is Honors, Architecture Technology, Oraluva Adesanya. Amara Shaib Akram Shaheen. Sophie Simone Bell. Jasmine Burns. Gabrielle Iona Campbell. Thomas Coggins. Bobby Elizabeth Drummond. Stuart Michael Duffy. Jacob Fire. Sharon Inglis. Sam Johnston. Georg Lauster. Max Logan. Erin McBride. Blair McEwen. Aidan McGlinchip. Abby McNabb. David Miller. Amina Nawaz. Orla O'Neill. Ria Rahir. Jessica Ellen Story. Kian Taylor. Lauren Watt. Winner of the University Award, Caitlin Billis. Adam Wilson. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honors, Building Surveying, Richard Falconer. Andrew Harrell. Robbie Hislop. Hamish Monroe. Jamie Davy Ray. For the award of Master of Engineering, Civil Engineering, Thomas Groth-Buer. Alexander Guillaume Gross. Wahab Iftikhar. J. James Kidd. Alif Yas Sandhu. Winner of the University Award, Mikhail Tavladakis. For the award of Bachelor of Engineering with Honors, Civil Engineering, Ji-Ju Chan. Harrison Evans. Aung Ko Min. Cameron Mostard. Leland Niker. Su Bin Piang. Winner of the Jonathan Clark and Dunn Building and Civil Engineering Prize. Winner of the University Award, Rabwa Hassan Uddin Begum. Yan Kung Yang. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honors, Construction and Built Environment, Alan Baxter. Winner of the University Award, Chris Cameron. Claire Finn. Toby Force. Alexander Hastings. John Houston. Winner of the University Award, Eden Lynch. Drew McKinnon. Isabella McRae. Katie Tate. For the award of Master of Science, Construction Project Management, Olumide Abidemi Akinsaya. Ye Peng Ong. Victoria Christine Marianne Campbell. Stratachandran Tepukapurakal Jaychandran. Yi Boy Min. Hu Pin Tu. Sai Prasanna Servaraj. Hafiz Muhammad Shaib. Chandan Tibegovadandodi Merevagoda. Leah Jordan Waters. For the award of Master of Science Environmental Sustainability, Muiva Joseph Adebayo. Suleiman Akbar. Mark Oberjulum Amidi. Idi Asuku Ating. Junaid Azam. Sagar Holanshipura Umesh. Shahzaib Khalid. Salman Khan. Tetsu Le. Biti Ayuk and Kaur. Elizabeth Taiwo Oluremi. Yashan Paramesh. Zul Kirnan. Sidra Rafiki. Muhammad Sohail. Ramzan Zulfikar. For the award of Master of Science Facilities Management, Farooq Muhammad Channa. For the award of Bachelor of Sciences Honors, Quantity Surveying, Callum John Anderson. Miranda Maxwell Baird. Winner of the University Award, Martin Boyle. Harry Burns. Caitlin Hughes. Benjamin Gifford. Ryan Gutu. David Ibrovich Fletcher. Poppy Leddy. Matthew Lowry. Louis McAndrew. Scott Graham McLean. Sharon McCann Manny. Cameron Alexander Smith. Ellie Margaret Sullivan. For the award of Master of Science, Real Estate Management and Investment, Themistocles Christou. Neve Kedon. Colin Egan. Deborah Toluvani Essan. Ernest Chinvendu Elzudu. George David Alexander Lowe. Linessa Monique. Jack Thomas Pike. For the award of Bachelor of Sciences Honors, Real Estate Surveying, Lucy Horsey. Emily Hitzler. Mariam Lee. Winner of the University Award, Morgan Litter. Camille Olax. Piper Elizabeth Reid. James Stevenson. Christopher Sertel. Winner of the University Award, Eve Hannah Wallace. For the award of Master of Science, Transport Planning and Engineering, Venkata Vinay Reddy Banka. Verena Leonie Flus. Fatin Khan Mohamed Jafir. Farid Muhammad. Adam James Nodds. Winner of the University Award, Ayush Shrestha. Muhammad Shaban Sahid. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of students from the School of Computing, Engineering and the Built Environment. I now call upon the Dean of the School of Health and Social Care to present their student awards.
Hello. Chancellor, I am pleased to present students from the School of Health and Social Care for the following awards. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy for a programme of work entitled An Examination of the Assessment of Suicide for Those Who Have Experienced Intimate Partner Abuse, a cross-cultural comparison between policing in Scotland and Hong Kong, Pamela Jane Syme. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy for a programme of work entitled An Exploration of the Cardiac Catheter Laboratory Healthcare System in the United Kingdom, Ian Gillingham. For the award of Master by Research for a programme of work entitled Evaluation of Extended Scope Practitioner Physiotherapist Management and Clinical Outcomes of Patients with Degenerative Meniscal Tears, Geoffrey Ian Cowan. For the award of Master in Midwifery, Ella Grace Bendel. Heather Dowds. Julie Dryden. Anna Edwards. Nick Ferguson. Charlotte Fleming. Lindsay Homan. Katie Elizabeth Jane Hughes. Gemma Christine Jameson. Mary Sign Casadipis. Dorothy Rose Kendrick. Sarah Kerr. Bethany Jade Lowry. Shelby Donna Lynch. Holly McBean. Emily Margaret McGuinness. Lorna Major. Winner of the University Award, Ailey Isabella McIver. Kerry Ann Moody. Hazel Murray. Sophie Kathleen Payton. Magali Helen Pitt. Cyril Robinson. Laura Kerry Skinner. Morag Ann Smith. Deborah Sweeton. Claire Louise Thompson. Sophie de Oygen. For the award of Master of Public Health, Quaisar Abbas. Winner of the University Award, Larry Osagbova Akadesi. Moazzam Ali. Salman Ali. Nuif Jamil M. Al-Mutare. Sivaganga Mutaseri. Naveen Kumar Pritapati. Mohammed Adnan Siddiqui. For the award of Master of Social Work, winner of the University Award, Paul Beilby. David Grant Harkis. Emma May Harrison. Lucy Helen Watson. For the award of Bachelor of Nursing, Adult Nursing, Megan Lucy Agnew. Sarah Ruth Chalmers. Theodora Delia Feher. Mackenzie Gillespie. Haley Louise Gold. Aoife Higgins. Dorota Yashik. Annette Johnston. Nicole McDermott. Eilish McLaughlin. Mika McCluskey. Alicia McNeil. Katie Mitchell. Katrina Nelson. Funke Yetunde Ojo. Osamaran Tiziana Okaidan. Enyeke Isoken Oshoden. Interjit Parkash. Chloe Smith. Diana Suttle. Olivia Kate Tuff. Laura Young. For the award of Master of Science, Advanced Clinical Practice Pediatric, Barry Crumlish. For the award of postgraduate diploma, Advanced Practice Clinical Neonatal, Victoria Mary Young. For the award of Bachelor of Nursing Child Health, Emma Louise Allen. For the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Epilepsy Studies, Caroline Harrington. Emma Kassim. Siobhan Kirby. Lee Dawn Letson. Sarah McGee. Claire McLean. Lucy Shipston. Sharon Judith Turner. For the award of Master of Science Healthcare Management, Laura Hope Baird. Salonika Cherla. Mithili Dakaneska. Mohammed Fahad Khan. Malavika Madhu. Ekaneki Chimerera Madhu. Mandeep Kaur. Ghulam Matahir. Aisha Nasir. Vani Hembatai Oza. Shamna Raman. Dharani Ramasetti. Santosh Kumar Sapavath. For the award of Postgraduate Certificate Healthcare Management, Annie Alias. Sai Barath Basavala Dodi. Anita Susan Elthos. Deepa Varghese. For the award of Bachelor of Nursing Learning Disabilities, Tracy Reid. For the award of Bachelor of Nursing Mental Health, Kaylin Ashcroft. Isla Laura Sheila Buchanan. Danielle McSorley. Kaylee Montgomery. Patience Yukamaka Dejoko. Amber Wilson. For the award of Bachelor of Midwifery, Mary Corbett. Orla Innes Hain. Sophie Leonard. Chloe Laura McAlpine. Danielle McCann. Jade Morton. Sophie Monroe. For the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Midwifery, Annabelle Natalie Gaynor. Winner of the University Award, Lindsay McQuiston. Jan Elizabeth Rogan. Samantha Sutherland. For the award of Postgraduate Certificate Neonatal Care Qualified in Specialty, Megan Burns. Amy Jane Wilson Cassidy. Lauren Helen Chalmers. Stephanie Chung. Dee Cooper. Eva Margaret Cox. Heather Fiona Nicholson Crichton. Megan Dill. Tamara Donnelly. Winner of the University Award, Jordan Kate Emmett. Shannon Emsley. Kane Claire Gavigan. Lucy Good. Olivia Rachel Gray. Carla Joy Harris. Stacey Bimbazashi Kalari. Shannon Kelly. Erin Leamy. Kirsten Ann Malone. Stuart Martin. Rachel Karen McCann. Caitlin Helena McEnany. Emma McVean. Tom Robertson. Ifra Taylor. Amber Thompson. For the award of Bachelor of Science Nursing, Siti Samira Binti Ahmed Sani. Guna Dusadari Raju. For the award of Master of Science Nursing Adult Health, Katie Allen. Antonia Chinola Anudu. Natalie Chanel Bain. Karen Irene Flunkert. Hope Catherine Hollingberry. Beth May Leaney. Emma Mumbi Lumayan. Christina Elizabeth Link. Carmelo Lopez Alcaid. Winner of the University Award, Sarah Aoife Maguire. June Robina Maitland. Kerry Leslie Monroe. Kaylee Jenkinson Ridd. Macklin Podrick William H. Grussel. Carlos Eduardo Correa do Carmo Simoas. For the award of Master of Science Nursing Mental Health, Giorgio Acquai. Amy Alice Charlotte Brown. Hannah Florence Featherstone. Zoe Louise Frogart. Angus Hardy. Kirsten Hunter. Egbenumeki Kahai Ekini. Amara Chakuko Emilia Ekwaguno. Emma Johnston. Poppy Louise Kyles. Winner of the University Award, Alistair Mowbray. Caitlin Lauren Neal. Judith Mishimshu Nagalam. Nika Nisodo. Ifioma Nuali. Akomu Leslie Oni. Oops, sorry. Hope Ogomegbunam on Usari. Isla Fiona Panton. For the award of Bachelor of Science Nursing Studies, Anastasia Andreeva. Akindalopa Bulawatifi Banyo. Mary Ujunwa Chinedu. Angela Christian. Winner of the University Award, Billy Curran. Akuna Nize Kalu. Winnie Mithoni Karanja. Anne Macaria. Lungawali Magwalasha. Okay. Mercy Nakarko. Precious Ojonimi Ogahui. Rose Ugocha Okezi. Pauline Chinwendu Okore. Chinedu Dennis Ona. Emmanuel Owusu Yeboah. For the award of Master of Science Occupational Therapy, Hayin-Su Cho. Conchibor Roshdi. Winner of the University Award, Kate Dempsey. Lucas Henry Ellert. Saoirse Fitzgerald, no. Sorry, Fitzgerald. Sorry. Alison Flynn. Chloe Halpin. Alison Jamie Jones. News Kennedy. Eva McCallican. Sophie O'Neill Ridey. Laura Ryan. Nicole Thomas. Neve I.D. Walsh. Taryn Wood. For the award of Master of Science Physiotherapy, Jennifer Ball. Hayley Bruff Mitchell. Zoe Hannah Connors. Liam Thomas Crosby. Joseph John Dawson. Sarah Fortune. Aaron Lewis Fraser. Amy Ruth Grant. Lewis George Grant. Molly Victoria Harrison. Connor Hurley. Chloe Jameson. Bobby Kennedy. Adam Kirk. Damien Charles McCoy. Gemma Louise Milne. Kirsty Elizabeth Morris. Usmara Rafiki. Megan Lauren Roberts. Catherine Mackenzie Smith, sorry. Cameron Williamson Vallely. Scott Waddle. Andrew Kevin Waters. Tyler White. Emmett John Zavitz. For the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Physiotherapy, Zailing Liang. For the award of Graduate Certificate Practice Learning Social Sciences, Kimberly Bell. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of the students from the School of Health and Social Care. Thank you.
Now, you're not graduates yet. We have to first go through the act of conferment. So I'd like to invite all the graduands who are able to stand to please stand. By the powers vested in me by the University Court and the Academic Board of Edinburgh Napier University, I confer the awards for which you have been presented today. For those eligible for an award but unable to attend today's ceremony, I am pleased to confer their awards in absentia. Many congratulations, sure you're all now graduates. Well done. Please be seated. Thanks. I'd now like to call on our principal, Professor Sue Rigby, to come to the podium.
Well done. We're so proud of you, our graduating students, and all that you've accomplished during your studies. We, above anyone, know how hard it's been, and we've had the delight of seeing you grow through that challenge. Your relatives and supporters who are here in the hall are also so very proud of you, and I say that on their behalf, having been there myself a few times over the last few years. To be honest, they're also quite hot, a bit bored, slightly emotional, but they won't tell you that afterwards. They'll just say, you were brilliant when you crossed the stage, and you were. They've stood beside you while you found your feet again and again. They've shared your achievements and worried when they were hard won. You are lucky to have them, as they are extremely lucky to have you. Edinburgh Napier is unique and truly composed of difference makers. Staff are passionately committed to the university, and they understand, as we've heard again and again today, that this is a community, not a location or a history. They are world leaders in their disciplines, but value the opportunity to teach and to support learning above all else. They're bound together by a passion and by an unswerving moral compass. Their driving purpose is to reduce inequality and to improve lives through their research and teaching. They are doers as well as thinkers. They are the stroppy, knackered, argumentative and brilliant heart of this organisation. And on your behalf, I would like to thank them again for all the work they do to support your studies. Thank you, everyone. A university qualification is a unique challenge. It requires you to step up from learning to questioning, questioning to challenging, and from challenging to deepening and enriching the subject area that you have chosen. In doing so, it takes you into a profound space where you realise that most of the things that we think we're certain about are actually contingent, contextual, and just generally a bit shiggly. Your peak certainty about the world probably came in the weeks after you got your last school exams and before you arrived at university. But your peak ability to deal with an uncertain, contingent, contested, and challenging world is still rising, and you now have the essential tools to thrive. We look up to the intellectual giants for challenging things we once believed to be true. Darwin showed us that creatures are not created, but evolved in response to the environments their ancestors encountered. As fellow biologist Thomas Huxley reflected when he finally understood the central idea of Darwin's On the Origin of Species, how extremely stupid not to have thought of that before. Newton explained to us how gravity works, but more than 200 years later, it was Einstein who showed us that there's a better description of gravity at certain scales of mass and of time. An easy mistake to make is to think that once a correction has been made, we have arrived at an absolute truth. But neither Darwin nor Einstein thought that, and it is plainly ridiculous. That's why science is never verified. It just waits to be disproved. Any field of study, not just the sciences, has perfect rear vision, but limited foresight. As graduates, you are at ease with this paradox and able to articulate and navigate it. That is your superpower. A key risk in learning is that it turns inward and becomes an end in itself. At Edinburgh Napier, we understand this. To paraphrase the poet Rudyard Kipling, we think, but don't make thoughts our aim. In this, we hold a true line from John Napier, after whom the university is named. Napier was a wealthy Scot in the time of James VI and I, over 400 years ago. From his home in Merchiston, he designed a system, natural logarithms, that dramatically simplified the challenge of calculation. Napier's bones, a set of simple calculating rods, can make a claim to be the forerunner of modern computers. His achievements embody the Napier spirit and purpose, something that has underpinned the study you've undertaken over the past few years. We seek to learn so that we can make positive and practical changes to the world around us. You will carry that attribute through your lives, and your impact will be significant because of it. The world into which you graduate is uncertain, challenging, fragile, and full of wonder. You will need to take a stand against the simplification and polarization of nuanced arguments. Resist any pressure to reduce complicated issues to black and white thinking. You will need to believe in the practical application of learning to solve problems. You will need to be bold and resilient. You will need to hold on to the glory and wonder of a world full of music, discovery, community, and the healing power of compassionate humanity. But you are not alone. There are nearly 190,000 graduates of Edinburgh Napier living all over the world. They are your network and support, and our brilliant alumni team can help you be part of that community and to benefit from it. In addition, the university is here for you, whether that's ongoing career support, a quick reference, or just an email asking for help and advice. You matter to us, and your life journey is part of our identity. Whether you like it or not, you're family now. As Napier graduates, I have no fear for your futures. I know that you will accomplish all of this with apparent ease and humour. People will rely on you, you will help, and in doing so, you will change the world. And that is perhaps the burden of a degree, of having spent so much time learning to engage with the world with courage and with nuance. You are a player, not a spectator. Much is expected of you. But trust your abilities and skills, and you will go far. Thank you, and my congratulations once again.
Days like these remind me why I became Chancellor of Edinburgh Napier University. I love learning, and never ever stop learning, because you never know where life is going to take you. There's an old adage that knowledge is power, and therefore education is the fuel of that power. One of my responsibilities as Chancellor, I believe, is to bring the outside world into this university and into the graduation. And it would be dishonest of me not to acknowledge the situation we see in the world today. Some of you might be worried. There are huge challenges out there. What is happening in the world economy? What is the tragedy unfolding in Ukraine and the Middle East? The climate crisis and an overheating world. But with the exception of the climate, we have been with much of what we've got just now before. I remember similar turbulent times in the 1970s when I was a student. The Middle East oil crisis, rampant inflation, war, culminating in the Russian invasion of Afghanistan, which I personally witnessed. History has a habit of repeating itself. But like then, the key is that we can learn from it, but only if we choose to. By being the graduates who choose to continue to learn, you'll put yourself ahead of those that don't, those that will repeat the mistakes of the past. Because no matter how worrying the world might look, there are loads of opportunities out there to do things better, ways to improve the world and ways to improve yourself. And I believe passionately you will find your way of being part of that change, of making a difference. I mentioned earlier the value of your Edinburgh Napier University degree, the weight it carries, the respect it invites. It will be a key to getting a job. And when it comes to jobs, I think it's important that you all get out there and find one. For many of you in the vocational work you've been doing at university, that will not be difficult. But it's also worth thinking about doing something else for a short period of time. Because whatever you do, you learn from it. I've mentored a lot of young people, and I tell them, just get out there and do something straight after university. Because as long as you're doing something, you're picking up things, you're learning. And through that learning, you get closer all the time to the place you want to be. Many young people I see now are entering workplaces having done something slightly different for 3 or 4 years. And they've learned. They learn about processes, about people, about business, about institutions. I'm still doing that all the time now. And many of you have completed some sort of work experience, obviously, during the courses you've been doing. And some of you have worked part-time here while you've been in Edinburgh. And no matter what you've done at whatever level, think about it. Don't underestimate its importance. For you too will have learned something through every day's experience, and you can draw on that. And just as life and the technology that supports us becomes more complex and multifaceted, so must we. We need to be more polymathic these days. We need to understand as many subjects as possible, how they are linked, how we can use our knowledge to solve problems and make progress. And that is how we humans will maintain our edge over AI and the robots that some say will inherit the earth. It's what Edinburgh Napier's taught you to do well, to make that difference. And you will tread many paths in whatever your career. But don't be afraid to make any first step, even if it's not immediately in your dream job or area, or even in the favoured part of the industry. From starting out as a junior helicopter search and rescue crew in the dark and cold North Sea, to working alongside Sir Richard Branson at Virgin, and finally Space Command, My career would not have been what it is today if I'd not kept on learning. And you'd end up in the place of your dreams when you do that. I'm 65 years old now, and I wake up every morning ready to learn. I devour the news. I learn something about the issues within. I think, how can I apply that practically in terms of the business I work with or the government projects I'm working on? And the advantage of this kind of learning is there's no exam at the end of the day. It's fun. So when you leave the hall today for some well-earned celebrations, reflect on your success and all you've achieved. Graduating is a huge achievement, but tomorrow, wake up, be curious, just do one thing for me. Let's learn one new thing tomorrow about the world, and that stepping stone to your future success will be in front of you. And walk forward with confidence and pride. This is your day. Enjoy the rest of it. Congratulations again once and all to you, and I now declare this graduation ceremony closed. Thank you very much, and please now be upstanding for the academic procession.